Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing great. Students, today we are going to discuss our last topic, that is cell division. Okay, in this cell theory we have discussed that all cells arises from pre-existing cells. That means new cells arises from the old ones. But here the question is how? So the answer is due to the process of cell division. So we can say the process by which new cells are made is known as cell division. But what are the reasons behind it? So we have three main reasons. First is for the growth of an organism. Okay, why? As living thing grows, it involves increase in volume and enlargement of their body size. Second reason is behind it to replace the old and damaged cells. Okay. As living thing grows, some cells die or become damaged, hence need replacement. That's why cell divide to replace old, dead and injured cells. Then the third reason is for transferring genetic material. As we know, nucleus contain chromosomes and chromosomes contain all the genetic information about the organism. So, to build up an organism, we need that genetic information. So, during the process of cell division, chromosome transfer the genetic material. That's why cells divide. So, these are the three main reasons behind the process of cell division. Okay, fulfill these two reasons, cell perform mitosis, and for transferring genetic information in prokaryotes, mitosis occur, and in higher organism, meiosis take place. Okay, so this is the first main difference between mitosis and meiosis. So we can say we have two types of cell division, and what are these? Mitosis and meiosis. So mitosis is what? This is the process of cell division by which most of the cells divide for growth is called mitosis, and the process in which specialized cells of reproductive organs or tissues divide to form gametes and after fertilization give rise to offspring is called meiosis. So let's see how it will take place. If we will talk about mitosis, it will occur inside our body cells. Okay. For example, skin cells and nerve cells. And if you will talk about meiosis, it will occur in reproductive cells like sperms and ovum. That means mitosis occurring irrespective of whether the individual is male or a female and give rise the exact copies of the parent cell. And on the other hand, meiosis occurs in males and females and giving rise to the gametes. As you know, in higher organisms, specialized structures or organs are present like heart to pump blood, lungs to breathe. Similarly, for producing their young ones in higher organisms, reproductive organs are present. And these reproductive organs are different in males as well as in females. So we can say in males and female both have different reproductive organs. If we will talk about human beings, so male have different reproductive organ as well as female have female reproductive organ, and both produces a special type of cells, and these cells are known as the gametes. And in case of male, this gamete is known as the sperm, while in case of female it is known as the ovum. Okay, are you getting this? What are these? These are the gametes produced inside the reproductive organ of male and female. So in this way we can say mitosis occur in body cells while the meiosis occur in reproductive cells. So in higher organism, these gametes are responsible to produce the young ones. So let's move ahead with the next difference. Have a look at these two pictures. By observing these images, we can easily notice the most basic difference between these two. Let's begin noting down each difference individually. If you will observe this diagram, you will see here mitosis has only one cell division. And if you will observe meiosis closely, you will see here two successive cell division take place. That simply means mitosis is single step division while meiosis involves two step cell division. So basically this is the one of the major basic difference between mitosis and meiosis, that here only one cell division take place while in meiosis two cell division take place. It involves only first step, and in meiosis involves two step cell division. Can you note down the second difference? If you will look closer, you will see mitosis produce two daughter cells and meiosis produce four daughter cells. Look at these images. You will see two daughter cells are produced in mitosis and four daughter cells are produced during meiosis. Now, let's move on to the next difference. This difference is based on the chromosome number of the daughter cell. If you will observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chromosomes are present in parent cell, and if we will count in daughter cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chromosomes are present in daughter cell as well. So we can say in mitosis, each daughter cell has the same number of chromosomes as mother cells. Okay. While if we will talk about meiosis, we will see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chromosomes are present in parent cell, and if we will observe daughter nuclei, we will see only 2 chromosomes are present in case of daughter nuclei. So we can say here the number of chromosome inside the daughter nuclei is just half of the parent cell. One more thing you can add here, if you will observe mitosis, you will see two red chromosomes are present and two white chromosomes are present. And if you will observe the daughter nuclei, you will see two red and two white chromosomes are present here as well. So we can say these chromosomes are identical to the parent nuclei. But if you will observe meiosis, here you can see two red chromosomes, two white chromosomes. But if you will observe the structure of daughter nuclei, you will see here the chromosome is quite different from the parent nuclei. The red one has white color part, and the white chromosome has the slight portion of red chromosome. So we can say here the chromosomes are just half in number and they are not identical to the parent nuclei. That's why if we will compare ourselves, so we can say we are similar to our parents but we are not identical to our parents. This is the reason behind it. So these are the basic differences between mitosis and meiosis. In the next session, I'll explain all the exercises and solution of NCERT. Till then, thank you and have a good day.